Next garage channel, back here again. I'm fixing to do another motor swap on this tractor. You're probably like, why am I doing this again? One reason is because this motor is leaking oil all over the place. Over here by the dipstick, over here on the PCV. I don't know about the valve cover, but if it is, it's going to drop right down to the ground, because I don't know if it is or not. Probably not, more likely. But I'm just wanting to replace it with a newer motor, because this was made in '94. The motor I'm going to be putting on it is like a '99. I'm going to be upgrading from a 28 cubic inch to a 46 cubic inch opposed twin 20 horsepower Diamond IC Briggs with cast iron cylinder sleeves. So it's a 46 cubic inch, and it was made in '99. It's like only like 20 days old, or 16 years and like 20 something days, because it was made in November 4th. But this motor so far has no leaks on it. It had the typical stuff on the frame. Here's the frame. I'm going to tell you a story why I ain't going to keep this on that frame and keeping the chassis. Here it is. The one and only, and everybody loves it, Murray wide body chassis. I'm keeping the frame, but I ain't keeping the body, because the body, it was a hydrostat with a forward and reverse hydrostat. So I'm keeping the frame, but I'm not keeping the body and the dash panel. It was like a '99 style dash panel. Looked like the old '94 dash panel, like the other one I had. But keeping stuff like the motor mount plate. This thing ain't wanting to respond right now. This piece, I don't know if the wide body has that. The small wide body with like the 12.5s and the 14.5s, all those motors. I don't know if it has this part right here. I'm keeping the clutch, the rear transaxle mounts. This one was a pain, because the bolt corroded into the transmission, so I had to cut the bolt off and cut the transaxle apart, or cut the bolt. The transaxle, get the bolt out, which I'm going to be scrapping the transaxle anyways. I'm keeping the axles and the spider gears. Here's the input shaft I'm keeping with the pulley. So I'm thinking about putting that on a racing motor. I may turn this chassis into a racing motor. Here's the front pulley off of it, which also was on that motor. But I'll get that motor unbolted. I got everything disconnected on it, as far as I know. I got the throttle, throttle, choke, intake, gas line, the headlight plug, starter wire, the coil, and the stator wires. I got the switch in the off position, so nothing is arcing or anything. Got the exhaust off. I'm going to try to reuse the resonation with the twin, but I'll show you how I'm going to do that. But I'm about to get this, I'm about to tip this tractor up and bolt it, get the impact and bolt it, undo the pulley right here, with my foot hitting it, and I'm going to take this motor off and I'm going to swap it out for the twin. The motor unbolted, as you can see here. About to set this camera up and let y'all sort of see. I'm about to take this motor off from here, put it on that stand right there. Try to record it the best I can. Let me remove it. Get it into this mount. Done it before, but today it doesn't want to work right. Okay. Yeah, you can see all that oil. You might say I have a bad crank seal, but I don't. Just bad seals on the engine. Look at that. I can't pull this one through. It's so huge. I'm gonna clean that off. I'll find something to scrape it off with, and I'm gonna clean it off. And there's that motor. Fuel dripping all over the place here. But let the scrape that all off and get the frame and everything prepped for the new motor. Right over there. So I'm still going to have the regular stuff on here, like the side shift, the brakes, and I'm not going to have the intake. I may remove that. So, but you can see here it's like just all kinds of areas. This frame is just dirty from this engine. Look at that standing oil. I want to say that twin has a good oil seal on it, but I'm not sure about that. Get that pulley out there. See that pulley getting all over it. Like it already hasn't, but I'm going to get a rag and wipe this all off. Now I'll install the twin. I'm not gonna see. Here's the modification I did to this. Welded a little starter in on there. Tried to weld it on the best I can. I drilled like a bunch of little holes in it. I think 1/8 inch and a couple 1/4 inch holes in it. So I think like 2 or 3 1/4 inch, I think. But yeah. But that's what I did. And also be switching out some new switching these tires out for some new ones. But yeah, we'll wipe that off right quick, and I'm gonna probably remove the intake. I'll be back, hopefully with the new twin on. Fix put on the new motor, so I'll have to set it right here again. Install the new motor. Hopefully this will go just fine. Here we go. Going now, but whew, we got her. We got her. Had a little trouble with the hood here, but I'm going to take this hood off anyways. I'll fire it up with the hood on, and I'm going to take the hood off once I get out of here with the engine and everything. But had to put my old choke on here because the one I was going to put on here, the piece inside here broke. Sitting right there. There, you can see it right there. Like you can pull this piece all the way out, and it's like broke, like all the way down in here somewhere. But choke works. But to hook up the gas, but to hook up the starter, all the good stuff. So, ooh, look at this. The fuel tank almost comes level with it. It's funny. But almost, exactly almost. But to hook up the gas, electrical, bolt the motor down. I'm going to put some nuts on the bolts, keep them where it holds that motor down in. I don't know how bad these motors are. I know they got a lot of horsepower in them, but to do all that, then I'll come back and let y'all know what the progress is on this thing. So, look at that.